Hello, we're back, hopefully for longer. As I said in the beginning of the cast, currently my entire region is plagued by internet outages. Thank you, German Internet. Thank you, Deutsche Telekom. This is horrible. Like, for streamer, this is the worst thing that can happen. Nobody is more annoyed than I am. Since there's literally nothing I can do about it, I'm just, dependent on what I'm provided from this internet service provider. Good thing is, thanks to the wonderful technology of Flow TV, we don't miss any content. We'll fast forward. We were at the 7-minute mark. Out of Warcraft has to cut it together. It's still in with a 2-1 over Starbuck. We will see all the games, all the content, everything. Unfortunately, this means that YouTube probably disconnected. Yeah, whenever this happens, we use a lot of viewership. At least half. So this is shit. Really shit. And of course, your viewing experience is also hindered. Other people on YouTube, you gotta look for a new stream, unfortunately. As how YouTube.
A town is under siege.
We're not past the mark where we were before. Yeah, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. So, this is pretty much where we ended up on. Next try. LYN'S still with the 2-1 lead over Starbuck. We're on springtime. The early game is pretty bad for Starbuck. Couldn't really pay whatever he wanted it to. At least the Mountain King is out. And on the other side, we see a TC. Power creeping on now. Right hand side is the TC creeping at the gold mine. This is pretty much exactly where we ended up on. Couple of idling workers here, but Raider Shaman is the way to play. On the other side we see rifle casters, as so often. Now, is there still a chance with a pimped MK with an early contest? Headhunters are always a nice nice hammer to throw and to snipe the headhunters. So we contest this camp. Big camp, of course. Here we go. Stormbolt immediately. Polar Bear goes to Starbuck. 1.8. Lynn not really healthy enough to claim the fight here for Starbuck. Everything in the green. And with that, the game is kind of okay again. Lynn needs an army. He's 10 food down. Lynn needs levels as well. But with the healthy and bigger army and the necessary levels now, I feel like Starbuck can do some damage. Lynn trying to evasion creep a little bit, stay as far away as possible from this Mountain King, as every hammer should lead to a kill. And unlike 120, Starbuck is not punishing this. Doesn't seem to have the greatest idea, but also this is the way bigger camp. Expansion camps on springtime take a little to creep thanks to the Sasquatch. But this is the way bigger reward with the Ring of the Archmagi. Mountain King level 3. Starbuck is speed running the level sequence. Lindo, little bit of base attacks. And this is mass murder in the base. Okay, Lynn trying to find a way back. We got the Hood of Cunning. What a weird game this is, man. This early game didn't look like this at all. Love that scout. The split footman will just get wrecked in the fight anyway. Why not use it to gather intelligence and to immediately punish the buildings? Amazing. TC! Ooh, that was close, man. That could have been a surround right there. Nice to get out of it.
A player's forces are under attack.
Lynn needs this expo. That was so close. Anyway. Radar Grunt, Shaman, Headhunter again. Solid split. Good control, but 3-3 versus 3-2 is not ideal. Lynn never made it to 50, neither did Starbuck. Needs a little bit of recovery. TC had, of course, to walk home for a long time.
Forces are under attack.
And has to smash this fight, basically. Annoying wolves, but they don't do too much. Lynn at 50 now. Heal Scroll, Invo Potion, both available on Starbuck. And here's the fight. Stormbolt versus Stomp. Hero focus on both sides. Preemptive Invo Potion just to be safe. Yeah. You... What? Okay. Didn't go for an Archmage here. Interesting. Just to slow the units down. TC dodges us around again for the second time. How do we stop this endgame? Mana is looking so good now on Starbuck. Archmage. Caught. There's the Stomp. No TP. Oh, this AM, but also the TC. Stopped by a Stormbolt. Revealed, so the Cloak can't be used. Nice escape by Starbuck, man. Didn't take him long to find a way out. Great assessment of the situation. Love to see it. And these units were a little bit misread. Would have loved to have them in the fight. Now he needs them in the defense. TC still has some Storms, but it's only level 1. Never getting that TC up to 3 is a huge liability, and Starbuck once again leaning into his advantage, leaning into the slow, leaning into the bigger army, and Lynn needs time. No expo on the orc side. There was only a tower, but even that one has been erased. Starbuck shocking around. You gotta be somewhere. But then if you can't find him, just get further ahead, cut the map in half, take his XP away. TC is getting tankier. Very, very, very helpful. And here's the fight by Lynn. He sees an opportunity with the creep jack, but the big Magnetor is gone. TC might be stomping here. What a dodge by Starbuck. Holy shit. He saw that stomp coming. Oh, the Prophet. And now it all swings around with the Stormbolt. Nothing to save the TC. Is there an Invo Potion, man? Sent from the gods. Jesus. That was so sick. And that will surely give Starbuck the win here. Completely decimating this army. The creeps are backstepping Lynn as well. This is very, very, very much looking like game 5 here. Mountain King just waiting for another hammer. Boom. Claims another victim. Only a level 4 Farseer available. That is a lousy, lousy army. If the rifles can be saved to the base, which they absolutely can against the Mountain King Bash. Dude, this early game was a nightmare for Starbuck. But a great recovery. Great recovery. Chain Lightning again, kinda nice. But without the TC, man. What can you do? Again, safety. I like that he's not playing mega greedy, like a Fly, of course, is the best example for. Always a bit safer. That Invo Potion.
A player's forces are under attack.
And now we're back to 50. We got the craziest level lead. Usually it's always 50-50 between Mountain King and TC. And whoever has the better second hero is oftentimes winning the game. We got a 1.5 level difference now. It's incredibly rough, man. Rifle's also so strong. He got more movement speed. He got the heal scroll again. This needs a hero kill. And Starbuck is rather fragile, I'd say. Couple of base attacks, maybe. Shop down. Do something. Invis TC waiting. Starbuck supply block. We're going to a little base raise again, huh? Level 5. There's no way. No way. Against 2 heal scrolls? No way. Starbuck has to basically fall asleep in that fight. Okay, here we go. That's the stomp. That's the surround. Oh, is there a chance? Brute Force. Invo Potion this time on the cow. Stormbolt on the Farseer so he can't throw a Chain Lightning. Needs that Chain Lightning. There's another heal scroll. The Mountain King might even be saved here. Or the TC. The Storm just a tiny, tiny little bit too late. And that is game. Holy moly. Lyn is in a world of trouble. Archmage close to level 5 as well. Get some Invo Potion and heal scrolls again.
A player's forces are under attack.
TC is not catching up. That's the thing when you're going for... When you're going for hero focus the entire time, you don't kill anything. And this might be the final fight. Sorry, I will fix that after this fight is over. This might be the final one. Again, Chain Lightning, 50-50, 40-40, I guess. TC still has a little bit of mana, but he needs more. Can the Farseer maybe switch it around? He has no TP here. As long as Starbuck keeps the heroes alive, that should be his. And the Mountain King with another Stormbolt. Invo Potion, last second, Jesus. We have more mana. Neck and neck battle. The rifles are standing tall and the Mountain King has one goal to throw another hammer at this. And Starbuck ties it up. Starbuck ties it up. Well done. Well done. Even though we are plagued by disconnects and some disgusting chatters. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. What can I say? Great recovery by Starbuck. This early game, man. This early game was so bad. And he still turned it around. I did not expect this fighting spirit by Starbuck here. Really, really, really good. And now we go game 5. Man, Lyn, this is not good, man. He needed to score high here. Starbuck is at the bottom quarter of the league. He's at the bottom quarter of the league, and Lyn had to score high to attack the others. Thank you, Bucky, for the raid. Yeah, we had some internet outages here. We have to catch up. If you're raiders from Starbuck, we're a little bit behind. This, of course, tells us that the series is over. But please don't spoil anything. Whoever spoils get banned. We had to ban a couple of people already. You don't want to be banned, okay? Don't ruin it for others. That would be lovely. But yeah, I mean, game 4, man. We just saw springtime. What a recovery. Holy shit, dude. What a terrible, terrible early game, and what a wonderful recovery that was. Sick. Just sick. So. Decider. Just like yesterday. Game 5. And we mentioned it. Starbuck in these game 5s. Unfortunately, not the most stable. Yeah, emote only is a good idea, chat. One and 4 in game 5s. So how do we deal with that now? We are late the party with the games. Emote only for. Great advice, chat. Great advice. Thank you very much. So let's all enjoy this together. Time to make use of the emotes, huh? Lyn at the bottom left-hand side. Once again with the Fastia. He needs the points. And he's up against Pally Rifle once again. We have seen wars between Lyn and Fortitude especially. When we've seen like 12 Griffins. Can Starbuck recreate that? Can Lyn close out earlier? Or can Starbuck close it out earlier? We'll see about that. So, instant pressure, so not creeping, the right call. All these ice maps, man, they're usually home for the Pally Rifle. How much damage and how much delay can Lyn cause in the early? And it's the classic early 5 minutes that you see every time. P2W, oh no, everywhere. I hope things are fine. I don't know. Are we good? That. Why the fuck are we offline? My OBS is sending. I have no idea what's going on. Why? We good? We're here? Back? I'm literally at 0 dropped frames, man. Alright. Alright. Okay, just to be a little safer. There we go. Okay, we didn't miss anything. It's still the early 5 minutes. Yeah, I slowed this down. So we don't miss anything while apparently the stream was lagging. So you missed like, I don't know, 5 seconds. Thanks, Freedom Shield.
I am above your emoji-only chat. Hear my voice. I will not be silenced. The vodka shall be consumed.
I thought you're on Kato, dude. What the fuck? Yeah, again, sorry for the ruined experience. We have this tug of war. We have the back and forth. The most classic early games on both sides. No level 2 anywhere. We rile up the rifles. We gather the headhunters. We tech. No losses yet in any department except lumber. And then Lynn, Autumn Leaves wise, goes for the blacksmith. I assume that Starbuck banned Autumn Leaves. If that's the case, I really think that's smart. Lynn has been playing tremendously well on Autumn Leaves against Peli Rifle.
Player's forces are under attack.
And again, we go for the blacksmith. And that is what killed Fortitude earlier. Like a week ago or so. And so you gotta rebuild it. Again, rifle production slowed down. At least we can go for a Blood Mage. Naga second one more time. You gotta ring around the road. Can you go? Oh, long rifles was cute. That's amazing. Good recovery. But yeah, on Tidehunters, Starbuck had to rebuild some farms. Now he has to rebuild the blacksmith. It's not the smoothest early game of all time. The paladin has to shine on level 1. It's not that easy. But I've seen worse. I've seen worse. Blood Mage is out. Headhunters don't have troll region yet. So these guys probably want to go home. And then fighting with 2 control groups, as we've seen on Tidehunters, probably not possible. Good distance though. And Starbuck marching forward with confidence. 3 rifles shall be healed. We have no chain lightning, no new wolves. Here we got the 2 control groups back. It's not looking too great for Lynn, is it?
Are under attack.
Lost the headhunter, lost the creep camp. Got a heal scroll, that's nice. But in the meantime, the blacksmith is back. More rifles are coming. Preparing for a potential base raise again. We've seen that many times. Can Starbuck overcome his game 5 weakness? Is he clutch today? It very much looks like it. Lynn is done with the tech, but still a fragile army without a Tauren. Without an orb. He just follows up with the push. No Shadow Hunter yet. No levels. No recovery. No Headhunter upgrade. What a sick timing this is. No way he just walks across like this. Headhunter upgrade done, but the Rex is down and now you're missing a huge chunk of your production, of your damage. Lynn has to save the situation somehow. Ring of Regen, kinda nice. Time for the Tauren. Time for the Shadowhunter. He needs it all to come together. Stalling. 15 seconds till Torrent. But the Torrent doesn't have Pulverize upgrade. Shadowhunter has no potions available. And is separate from the rest of the army, so it's not that easy to reach the Blood Mage, and Starbuck immediately making use of that. Careful now, buddy. Heal Scroll on Lynn's side, heal Potion on the other side. The Torrent is again... Is he stuck? Oh, I thought for a second he's stuck in the base. Herculean task ahead for Lynn. This time, hero focus, pretty unlikely. Torrent, basically dead. Shadowhunter, not in a good situation. The shop is gone. And what do you do now? The healing is there. Is there. We need more Holy Light. Oh, this fight could turn in a second. Not going for the Paladin for the Hex, so there was a Holy Light, saving one. Pally a little stuck, maybe? Naga. Cut away from the army. Crazy. Farseer level 2. Finally, but of course no mana anymore.
The player's forces are under attack.
And this is a 5-food lead. This is close to level 2 Paladin. We're going for production again, and Lynn is boxed in with his base. He can't build a Rex. He can't rebuild the Headhunters. The only thing that he can rely on is Torrent, but if he constantly has to produce Torrent, then how do you get Pulverize? Here we go. Level 2. Devotion Aura finally. Makes it, of course, even harder. Lynn trying to go for a second Torrent Totem. 4 more Torrent. But then in the meantime, if Starbuck realizes this, he could probably fall back and go for tier 3. I don't know how you get out of this, man. Starbuck is about to choke out Lynn. God, mass murder on the workers. 1,000 gold for Lynn, but he cannot spend it because his production is down. Incredible how the series got tipped on its head, and the next totem is dead as well. Yeah, that's the easiest way. Like, if your opponent can't build an army, then you'll probably win. Starbuck caught him. This map was oftentimes played until the very, very late game. We've seen so many Griffins recently. And was still not able to spend the gold. Like, on what? On what? He's at 34 food and he's tapping out. Starbuck defeats Lynn. Jesus, with the relatively simple Pally rifle push. Like, that's no finesse with tier 3 and diversions and base races. It was build a Pally, build a couple of rifles, march across the map, and win. And Starbuck is able to overcome his game 5 weakness, scoring 4 points against Lynn. Well done, man. Well done. As I said, I say this throughout the entire broadcast. I thought yesterday's game of Starbuck versus Fortitude would that is a game that can trigger people. That was a game against Fortitude that can completely demotivate you. And then one day later, Starbuck beats Lynn 3-2. Incredible. Of course, insanely important for Starbuck, who has this fight against Moon and Focus and maybe even Lawlight for ranks in the Super League. And he comes out swinging, man. He comes out swinging. Look at that. That was... Nobody could have expected that, really, going into today. For Lynn, it's looking rougher and rougher and rougher. He's below 3 points on average now. Insanely important win for Starbuck, who's surpassing Focus for the first time, I think, in this league. And yeah, he can still catch up to Lawlight, who has a game more than him. Starbuck, of course, still has to play happy, but he also has to play life. So who's Lawlight playing? Lyn, as we've seen, there might be a chance. And Focus's last game is against Fortitude. Oh man, and Lyn. That was, according to the rankings, one of the easier opponents for the rest of the league. He's facing Kaho now. He has to face Happy, 40. Lyn needs a lot of wins now. And to catch up with the games, I'm gonna just throw you into the next one. Concealed Hill. The snack bites back. You see yourself, yeah, you are quite a snack, Starbuck. You are. Man, that ascension phase with a strengthened focus, a strengthened Starbuck, is gonna be meant, and a strengthened fly, kind of. It's gonna be quite sick from the start. Man. Shape of the day, man. Everybody talks about balance, maps, etc, etc. Shape of the day, willpower, practice, of course, is a thing. So, Lyn, hopefully not triggered. I can definitely see him triggered. He's up against the best Night Elf in this league. Kaho has played a pretty damn good season. Wouldn't say extraordinary, because from the best Night Elf, we expect this to be in the top 5, top 6. Kaho, the last game we've seen from him was a little bit disappointing. That was against 1-2-0 and was a clear loss with 1-3. Now a little bit of redemption is necessary, and of course a win against Lyn would go a long way. Lyn has shown yesterday that against Night Elves he looked super solid. That was Moon, of course, who is currently not in the shape that a Kaho is in. Kaho, quite a special Night Elf vs Orc player, as he's paving the way for the current meta double immolation builds. So, Lyn and Kaho, the first time they meet on this patch. What has changed? Kaho also looked rock solid in this matchup. The last encounter was in B Cup, lower bracket round 4 or something. Lyn won 3-1, but the match before went to 3-1 for Kaho. So on a good day, the better player wins. Thank you, Lincoln Nummer, for the resub. We've seen this plenty of times. The matchup is set in stone, more or less, up until the mid-game. Demon Hunter, Blade Master, Archer, Grunts. Then how aggressive are you? On the Night Elf side, how many Dryads do you build? When do you go for Tier 3?
You're welcome, Neo.
Yo, Leo Silva. Thank you. And of course, people like Lawlight will be watching what Lyn is doing here. Focus and Fly in the past couple of days, they all looked a lot better than last week. For Lyn, we can't really say the same. But of course, this is proving ground. There's no way to hide, really. No way to go back to the drawing board. One game every day for Lyn from here on out. Blade. Oh, he missed the last hit by an inch. Maybe just the damage roll too low. Trying to chase this Demon Hunter, trying to chase some archers. Archers die like flies in these late early game situations. Blade Master damage is looking good, but it's a lot about experience, of course, and we end up on 2.7 versus 2.0. That was really unlucky. As a Blade Master is oftentimes dependent on a little bit of luck. you see the damage values rank between 26 and 48. So sometimes you undershoot, sometimes you overshoot. That's the beauty of RNG. Sometimes it works against you. And soon we get Immolation too. And so far, against Undead, I think Immolation 2 is the wrong call, because Mana Burn is just so much better. Versus Human versus Orc, it's working so well. It feels like after 5 minutes, Lynn again has some catching up to do.
A player's forces are under attack.
Kaho plays very clean from here on out, I think. Except if he loses the red spot. We have a crystal ball. He could use it. Annoying. Super annoying. On both sides here. That reveal might save the big steal. That would have been level 3 for Lynn. Last hit battle. Oh, he got it! He got it! Oh no, the Ogre goes to Kaho with the level up to 1.3. Blade Master still got XP.
A town is under siege.
Got the item though. And that is more intelligence, more agility, nice for a Shadow Hunter. We still creep. Level 3 unlocked with Windwalk 2 on a big map like Concealed. That's nice. Oh, was the Shadow Hunter not in range yet? I don't really happen to. Maybe you moved the Shadow Hunter to the side so the units were distributing XP. Levels more or less even. Lynn finding... He reads the creep route pretty much perfectly. Kaho's approach. 2 Dryads into tech. Or tech into 2 Dryads, right? That's more like it. Blade Master has to stall some time. Shadow Hunter far away from 3. From lab to the upper left hand base takes a long time, but Kaho does the same. We got Ultra Vision up. Tech is unfolding. And Lynn, do we have double racks? No, we opened up with Raider Walker, which is kind of atypical these days. We've seen a lot of double bestiary openings. But since it was just attack and not mass dryads, this is the right call by Lynn. Claws for the blade. Good damage on the blade. Nis Nairo, thank you for the 67.
Hey ho.
Let's go.
A player's
No
forces
staff
are
just
under
yet.
attack.
Courtesy of killing the shop twice. No staff, no nighttime, no clarities. And at the arrival of tier 3, no early orb. Yet doesn't have the resources anyway. Oh, he's going for it again. Love to see it. Demon Hunter is a great hero, but he's definitely less. Wow, the timings by Lynn are absurd. Less without an Orb of Venom. We can talk about stabs, but recently Night Elf skipped stabs a lot. Lynn is expoing. It should be expected by Kaho. He's punishing that immediately, but that's more creeping time. And we see that displayed in the second hero. he doing it again? He can't even find the shop right now. There is none. But Blade Master's on the other side of the map. Maybe that's the advantage. I don't think a Blade Master will scare Kaho so much that he's abandoning this push. We got bears. Oh, there is a staff actually. Oh, then he's super fine. Walkers here, raiders here. We have this little choke, which is kind of hard for the orc to go through, but Kaho gives him enough time. No orb, no staff, no great items, only 50 food with a couple of dryads. He went into a bear tech, and then he fights without the bears, without an orb. He got nothing from this tier 3. Now the first bear arrives with the rejuvenation. That took some time. 2 raiders up for grabs. Demon Hunter runs the show, but for how long? Lyn could try to force him into a TP. But he wants the Dryads first, as it seems, or the heroes. Blade Master, careful, buddy. Oh, so close. And this bear falls. Ooh, playing it closer than he had to, I think. That was an invite for Kaho for this fight. He wanted to distract, he wanted to buy time, but he forgot to build the shop. Yikes! Lyn puts on quite a clinic with a little bit of bad luck in the early game. He finds every single creep spot that he wants to find. He finds openings into the base. He's creeping well. Nice to see after that defeat in the last series that Lyn was able to brush this off, and again we go for a shop. Crazy. Good of accuracy. Wonderful for the walkers who get +3 now with both damage ranges.
Players' forces are under attack.
Damage auras, sorry. This is great against bears. Outflowing quite some resources. His inventory is ridiculous. Wait, oh, Blade had to reveal himself, unfortunately. Windwalk doesn't last forever. And now Lyn can go for raid after raid, basically. He has a speed scroll. Punish Kaho. Unleash your wrath on the poor night elf, who's now also supply blocked. What a return for Lyn. What a revenge. Gotta be a little careful that the Demon Hunter is not killing anything. But yeah, careful he is. With the TP early, damage is done. Kaho is supply blocked. Moonwells are super expensive because they offer so much. And that was pretty much exactly the time he needs to get this expo up. Counter expansion by Kaho. Good luck. This will still take 2 minutes. And you can see how comfortable Lyn is when you look at his inventory. Heal scroll, invul. He didn't have anything to recover, like the town portal, of course. And salves and clarities and all. But that's about it. And that's game. Checkmate, Kaho. Lyn strikes back. The series versus Starbuck, forgotten. But
A player's
it's not the end of the road, man. This is not the end of the road. Starbuck was able to strike back against Lyn as well. This is not a foregone conclusion, even though it starts really nicely for Lyn, we gotta say. Here on Concealed. The way he read this game was marvelous. And again, to catch up, we have no time to spare and jump into the next game. All right, Lyn recovering On day 29 of Super League. Let's go. Kaho on springtime. Will you display that you can play anything else but dryads and bears? Or will it be more of the same? LYN'S still quite a monster in this matchup. He also has displayed it versus Moon, as we said just yesterday. Must feel good. Must feel good to be able to read your opponent that well. It would have been easy to like...
Lynn FTW.
Yo,
FCKL.
Deviants. Deviants. Thank you, thank you, thank you. FCKELF, of course. Even though Kaho is a great gamer. Lynn coming very much prepared here. Lynn just shut him down so hard. The early fights went to him, slowing down the Naga progress. No keeper also. I think maybe that was already a little bit desperate. And then he shut down the shop, and then he shut down the Moonwells. He shut down a lot with basically only a Blade Master. That's all it took. And here he is again, and he'll probably do the same.
A player's forces are under attack.
Car waiting. If the Windwalk is running out, I guess. Looks like they're playing around each other nicely. What an odd situation this is. Okay, here we go. Lynn was waiting in the wings. He got the vision now. Comes in with Windwalk, and this could of course be a slap in the face for Kaho if he loses this creep. He got it! Oh man, great damage on the Demon Hunter now with the slippers, but Lynn with amazing timing. Unlike the shop situation on map 1, Lynn is able to get this, and if you know springtime a little bit, you know that this is preventing level 2 for the demon. Excellence by Lynn. Just excellence! And now you gotta go for your own green on the left-hand side, and that takes a lot of time. And Lynn, similar to a Focus or also recently a Fly, moves to the shop. This has the nice upside that this Polar Bear is not attacking the Blade Master with a Claw or a Circlet. You can easily go for it. Invo Potion, phenomenal. Later we got another Night Elf, by the way, in life, who's taken on Fortitude. This will be quite interesting. Fortitude's Achilles heel. The Night Elf matchup. Can he kill the shop again? This is such an early shop. A shop before the lore? That's clearly a reaction to what happened on game 1. Really, he's gonna get it. Sharky was right. The shop will come up in the next game. And if Lynn plays the Blade Master as he played him before, this Ring of Regen is wonderful. Waiting for the creep to be finished, apply the self, grab it up. Later tonight, by the way, at 6 PM, Soul 8-Man is hosting Makrura Cup 4 with Hitman versus Elagiuk. We will stay online until then, if my ISP allows it, and rate you over. Couple of more Orc games to come.
Players' forces are under attack.
Double beastry this time, as Lyn is expecting a later tier 3, and I think that is very much justified. And we're playing against the keeper this time. Naga didn't pay off at all. Are Makruras crabs? Makruras are what you want them to be. Kaho's doing a lot of things right, including this last hit, but again an item steal. Lyn always gets something out of these situations. First it was the experience, not the item. Now it's the item, not the experience. And Ring of Archmagi. So good. I feel Kaho kinda needs level 3 keeper ASAP. His lures, due to the shop, are a bit late. Going for the first attack upgrade already, so he's not gonna go to bears, but rather play mass range this game.
Player's forces are under attack.
There's still a ripple effect from these early losses. Blade is exploding on the demon. Oh, he got an invuln. Oh, no, 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 no. He needs an entangle soon. Good body blocks by Kaho to keep the demon hunter alive. A kingdom 4 redo now. The creeps are punishing Kaho as well. I know what t-shirts they wear when nobody is looking.
A player's forces are under attack.
And Grey creeping at the same time. Lyn is running the show. Lyn is running the show and Kaho needs the way out. First he needs levels, man. He's slowed down so much.
Player's forces are under attack.
But important levels ahead. Once again, he's waiting for the dust. Oh, there is no dust actually. Boom, archer dead. Second archer should be up for grabs, but we have very little mana. He's going for the keeper. Oh man, mad ambush by Lyn. This scouting is phenomenal. Raider is the first one to die though. Demon Hunter finally level 3, but is this too little and is this too late? Dryads are suffering, but so are the Raiders actually. Shadow Hunter still has some mana because it's only level 1 mana burn. The sustain is quite nice. Blade Master with lots of damage. If there's a crit, he might get the kill. But that is not the case thanks to a beautiful entangle. Shadow Hunter also no mana anymore, so a retreat is in need. But look at his supply. New Raiders are streaming in as well for more control. Ensnare, focus. We're waiting for the big red numbers, but it's only level 1 crit, so the numbers aren't even that big. But the control is with one Ensnare after the next. Oh, one exit kill. Oh no! Kaho the keeper wasn't in range. Under the net, under the knife, under the ground goes the keeper. Disaster for Kaho at this spot. He wanted to take a risk. He wanted to be a little greedy and steal that camp away with the Ancient of War in position. But the scouting by Lyn, man, the heads up plays. And I don't think this Demon Hunter can do too much. The Raider control, dude. Put it in oil. Hang it on a wall. Just a thing of beauty. It's only Dryads. Like, if you can't fuel this Demon Hunter with Reju, what do? Artificial nighttime now. He's burning the HP away, but there's an Invo Potion. He could also staff. Lyn can't be too greedy here. Almost losing 2 units. Shadow Hunter focus, gets a kill. And 100 crit. One more and he's dead. Requires a potion. Greedy Kaho. Oh no, 3 seconds before the cooldown is off. Lyn another demontage against Kaho. 2-0. So sick. God damn this Blade Master play. 2 times in a row, the Blade Master enabled pretty much everything. The timings, the scouting, the steals, everything was delayed, everything was under control, and every single step by Kaho was punished so hard. This Blade Master is a weapon of itself. Tough situation for Kaho, man. Coming from a 1-3 against 1-0 where he really didn't look that sharp. And now he's facing match points against the greatest orc to ever live. People have been in better situations. That's for sure. League standings real quick. Kaho has one more game than 1-0 already, but similar amount of points. Also same amount of points as Infi, who will have the same amount of games as Kaho has after the game against Lyn. So despite having a battle of 1-0 versus Kaho, we rather have a battle of Kaho versus Infi for rank 5 and 6. For now. But all you gotta do is win 3 games versus Lyn. What's so hard about it? And reverse sweep. And control this Blade Master. That's a lot of tasks. Again, respect to Lyn to be able to bring this back and play 2 series back to back, even though the first one was a disappointment. I think Kaho get one dominant Demon Hunter. That's what he needs. I don't feel like we've seen this on any of the maps thus far. It was a rather weak Demon Hunter on map 1 with the bears being so late. It was a rather weak Demon Hunter on map 2 with the creeps being sniped. Does Lyn need more than a Blade Master? Again blessed with the claws. That's nice. After a bit of a devastating series, I feel like the early item drop, the first one, always sets the tone for the match. I mean, there have been players who dropped out of games after one item drop. Maybe give a little bit of hope.
The player's forces are under attack.
A little bit of invasion creeping already. The items are a dream. Level 2 unlocked. Kaho charging up a little bit. But of course we both go for the shops here. That's pretty much set in stone. That opens up your Blade Master for a circlet, which is always nice. Tech unfolds. In comparison to the 2 games we've seen, very tame. And also of course that's due to Lyn creeping instead of harassing.
The player's forces are under attack.
6 points would be so important for him, man. The Demon Hunter is perfect. It doesn't get much better. Good damage, good HP, good armor. That's just gnarly, man. Blade Master on the other side. RNG's is once game 4, I guess. What do we got here? Oh, slippers. Okay. Things are evening out a little bit. But yeah, skyrocketing to level 3, and then with Immolation 2, this is gonna be a lot better for Kaho now.
is under siege.
How much disturbance can Lynn force? He did something... was he scouted? Not sure. He did something similar in game 1. Go for moonwells, go for shops, go for wisps, go for the base. I feel like unlike Focus, Lynn still never goes for wisps.
A player's forces are under
It just
attack.
steals an item away. Just steals an entire camp away. Blade Master is certainly tanky. Doesn't have a slot actually. What's he gonna invest? Is he gonna kill this? Nah, use the speed scroll. Uh-oh. Oh my god! The literal god! Drops an item, has the time, gets the last hit, steals the item. I feel like you gotta play more careful about this though. When you're right next to the lab and you know you play against the blade, you gotta have a dust or use the lab. There was another ring for the demon in exchange at least. Unlike Focus and Fly, Lynn not going for the steal of items when the Demon Hunter is healing. Shadowhunter levels need some work, but okay. We go tier 3. We don't have this early shop. We are not committing to only Dryas. This is Kaho's best game by far. So. He panic dropped the ring instead of the gauntlets. Maybe he doesn't want the Demon Hunter to heal more efficiently at the Moonwealth. Who knows?
A player's forces are under attack.
Cutting him some slack. God tier move though. Another claw. Damage output of Kaho will be ridiculous. And we have the classic transition from double Beastery into Totem. Pretty much perfectly aligned. And it very much looks like Kaho will get the shop up regardless.
Player's forces are under attack.
Oh, can he block the Keeper here? There's an Invo Potion and a Staff. Hex. Crit. No way. Backstab and it kills him. Oh, snap. Preventing leveling for such a long time now. A Raider has fallen, but so is the Archer. And there's potential for more. Speed scroll. Raider. Knife between the teeth. When's End-Snare ready? When is End-Snare ready? Oh, it isn't apparently. Not in range. But then go for the demon. Try to snipe a TP. Lots of fuel for the immolation though. This requires a lot of healing. And the surround isn't closed just yet. There we go. But a town portal force, man. Keeper gone. Archer gone. TP gone. Health gone. Lynn on a warpath to game 3. To game 3? To win game 3.
Player's forces are under attack.
Kaho's only realistic chance is fully rely on the Demon Hunter. Lynn's getting better lumber. Might be queuing spikes. creep check again. Brother. Mana Stone on the Shadow Hunter. 4-3 heroes. All the claws in the world for Kaho. But yeah, he needs that damage. He needs that blade. Keeper barely makes it to level 2. 4 and 3 versus 4 and 2. This Keeper, there's no Staff of Telly. A 200 crit, dude. Oh my god. Oh, snap. He's tearing him apart. There's no redo. Lyn has to commit, like to overcommit like crazy to still lose this game. He's spending some time here on the Dryad. It's another bear. If he saves these 2 units, I guess. Oh, 2 down. 3 down? Man, everybody is losing everything.
Player's forces are under attack.
We don't have another Hex, right? The Mana Stone was confirmed. Demon Hunter's untouched. Demon Hunter's level 5. Wait a minute. Kaho still got a chance. As I said, man, this Demon Hunter has to run the show, and it absolutely does. Oh. Oh. Did he see the expo? I don't know if he did.
A player's forces are
Oh,
under
expo up now. Wait, that's level... Is it level 5? Oh no, it's not. Jesus. Kaho has very little, but in these small scale skirmishes, Demon Hunter shines. He knows he has to. Put the first Kodo out, damage output by walkers. And away we go. Kaho has to own this fight. Lyn should be able to hold here. 50 food. These heroes. But he's up against level 5, man. Never say never. Detonate one more time. There's no heal wave anymore. But there's a crit. There was an end snare. Wait, is there no there's no dispel against the redo? There was. But the blade is out of the fight, more or less. Entangle. Entangle! No way he gets the hero! Oh my god! Oh, the bird! The green little bird. What a disaster, dude. Why are Night Elves building units? Why are Night Elves even building units? All you need is a Demon Hunter. Mental. Okay, maybe a bear for redo. That's it, though. Insane. And he even gave all the claws to the Keeper. 2.4 damage. Blade back. Raider is out of the fight for a bit. Now level 3. Is he running into the next kill? Oh no! Disaster for Lyn. He can't engage. The Keeper is safe. The bird can't get the kill this time. Holy shit, dude. Kaho with a crazy fight. He made 60% of the level in the fight.
Town is under siege.
And he makes sure that Lyn isn't mining. That Tavern Revive was incredibly expensive. He's falling behind in army now. He is falling behind with the Demon Hunter, of course. And there's no way to stop him anymore. Hail Mary hero focus with the 7-second invul. Boom. Nice dispel. Nice crit. There's no TP. Okay, Keeper down as well. We're just slaughtering each other this entire game. It's an awesome map. Bear safe to the side. The next... Oh, Riju would have been a save. Level 6 Demon Hunter. No Metamorphosis, of course, but Lyn taps out knowing that he has no chance against Superman. And Kaho puts his name on the board. Off we go. Is this the start of the turnaround? Is this the start of the turnaround? That would be mental. That was a hell of a game, man. These items on both sides were just fun, man. It's just fun. Very, very, very hero-centric. And Kaho runs the show. That was his win condition. It's pretty much exactly what he needed to do. So, and these days, we gotta ask, like, is Lyn falling apart now because of it? He was in a similar situation against Moon. Two mega dominant games, then one loss, and he struck back hard. So, hopefully he can trigger the performance of yesterday. Maybe Kaho is getting some momentum now. Tidehunters will show us. Tidehunters has been a very good home for Orcs versus Night Elves. Slobber knocker for real. We trust the heroes. No shenanigans. Felt like Game 1 and 2 were a lot of roaming Blade Masters. Pretty much all the time, and a lot of steals. On Game 3 on Autumn Leaves, Lyn prepped himself a lot. Wasn't able to steal that much, except of course that wonderful, wonderful steal in the middle. But then we had a Pimp Demon. And also a very powerful keeper. Like, if he has one claw less, maybe he doesn't get the kill on the blade with this one little birdie. Except if someone downloads the replay and analyzes that situation again, but what are the odds?
Players' forces are under attack.
Level 2 will not be denied. We start with a claw again. Kaho borrowed Infi's item DLC. Good scout in the middle. Yeah, that should be expected. With Lyn getting level 2 at the 2 turtles. No huge risk by taking the merchant. Oh, he's going... Oh, he's going marketplace with the wisp right here. Kaho is kind of right around the corner. Spamming Windwalk, spamming Backstab. We have Mana Burn. Oh, Kaho got both! That Wisp gave it all away. Kaho has momentum. Lyn shaky. And all of a sudden, the Blade Master's progress is in shambles. And all of a sudden, the Demon Hunter is looking good. And if you have an Immolation 2 invulnerable Demon Hunter, that's mental, man. Uh-oh! But, hold on. Okay. No, no crit. Risk, no danger. This Demon Hunter's gonna have a fast level 3, no? It's a bit hard to get it now. Maybe you can go for the middle, but no Ancient of War. Check more or less at the same time. This felt like Kaho came very, very, very prepared for the market snipe. Courtesy of one wisp. Knowledge is power. And it seems like Kaho plays a little more careful at his own creep spots. He's not allowing Lyn too much anymore. Got the watch awards, which is obviously nice.
A player's forces are under attack.
Early level 3. Blade Master, good items. Yeah, Kaho has pretty much moved to an early shop when he knows he can get it up and doesn't want to give that window of opportunity in the mid game to Lyn anymore.
A player's forces are under attack.
Seems like Lyn is catching up. So is it Windwalk 2 again? Yeah, that's been a stable build throughout the entire series. There will be a lot of brawls, but I think covering the map better while your Shadow Hunter is creeping and stealing some stuff away from this Demon Hunter Keeper combo is the better choice.
Forces are under attack.
While against Undead, for example, Quit is always better. Creeping with the blade. Just for the damage, not for the XP. Cool. Seems like Kaho is rather confident though. I wonder if he's a bit over-leveled with the Demon Hunter, if that's a thing. Just get the read. Now we gotta retreat. Things hurt. Oh, Kaho. You got a big opportunity, but you just barely missed it. Entangle and Demon Hunter could kill 2 grunts here, maybe. Lyn is dodging a massive bullet here. You know the one from Super Mario that fly across the entire level and you just basically have to hide? This is just what happened. Do they have a name?
A player's forces are under attack. The town is under siege.
Chat says yes. Good. How about telling me that name? Here we go though. More important things like Warcraft fights. Lots of misses already. Courtesy of that Talisman of Evasion. Very nice. But yeah, archers are here to be slaughtered at that stage of the game. Demon Hunter kind of stuck there, but has 2 potions that don't share a cooldown. Entangle, Immolation, kill for 5,000 damage already. Dryads were providing a bit of an opportunity, but not for much longer. And this Demon Hunter, man, just 0 respect, is just standing there. Keeper falls. Wait a sec. It's a big invo potion here. I don't think Lyn can stay this long. Absolute slaughter once again. There's no boots. Can you outrun him? Yes. This is a theme a little bit for Lyn vs Night Elf. He did that to Moon as well, but also here Kaho. A very, very well-leveled Demon Hunter, but a very disappointing Keeper.
A player's forces are under attack.
So he gets the level 3 Shadow Hunter for free. I guess it's kind of essential for Kaho to get level 2 aura, but how and where? Good point, Caribbean, forcing consumables, very important long game. And slowing down the Keeper, of course.
A player's forces are under attack.
And then we play this more or less like springtime with an anchored tower. How almost afraid. There is a lot of experience to gather on the bottom.
A player's forces are under attack.
Shop control, tanky blade, and this time not these uber crazy items for Kaho. He can't complain, but it's not the raid boss that he built in the game prior. That's what now is. What can stop Lyn from a 3 and 1? 1-0, rubbing his hands. Infi also rubbing his hands. These direct encounters, man. Kaho lost a couple of points left and right. Mana Stone this time not on Lyn's side but on Kaho, so lots of entangle. Lyn will be very, very happy thematically getting the Orc Aura for more movement speed, and Kaho must scout that Lyn is preparing something here, but this is already such a good defense. Bears can always tear down buildings quick, we know it. You gotta have the presence, you gotta be there. Lyn sees, oh, I got all the time. You're here, you're there? Well, okay. I got my foothold here. Good luck. But the Demon Hunter is 5 and the Keeper is level 3. He got all 3 camps in the south. Scroll of the Beast, of course, useless. He got the 5-3. Lyn doesn't have level 2 crit. Shadow Hunter level 4, of course, useless as we know. Lyn still needs 90 seconds. He was extremely careful with that expo. Tower into burrow into expo. But, you know, you can just put a Demon Hunter here. And piercing damage doesn't do him much. Double orb up as well. Staff up. For the is this the first staff in the game? In the series?
Is under siege.
40 seconds till expo. Double heal scroll for Lyn. Ooh, this fight will decide the game probably. If Lyn holds, he has that expo, he can recover in no time. And that's his game. The Demon Hunter can of course spiral out of control. The double orb, all that poison raining down. How many Devours can we get? The Wisps are coming in for Kaho. Great timing. Blade hurt. The Detto hit hard. There's not too much Disenchant anymore. Disenchant is hard to say. Can we ignore the units and just go Blade and Demon? We got Staff. We got Involt. We got it all. Evasion as well. Neck and neck fights with Lyn losing the Kodos now, doesn't he? He didn't get the Devours off. Nicely dodged so far. Kodo dead. Blade just dead as well. No more mana and Kaho ties it up. Oh my god. It wasn't an over-leveled Demon Hunter. He found the proper balance. Got him to level 5. Got the Keeper to level 3. Pounces so hard on Lyn just seconds before the expansion was up. And Lyn is losing his losers map. Holy mother of timings by Kaho. Jesus Christ. We go game 5. This was supposed to be the big return of Lyn, the big celebration, the hope for the Horde. Oops, I misclicked. Might turn out to be a nightmarish start. Books with Doppel X, thank you for the 26. Time to show the material you're made of. Are you the world champion, Caliber? Or are you in shambles with 2 times 2 to 3? Kaho has a huge chance, man. Reverse sweeping Lyn is something very, very, very few people have accomplished. He needs this win so desperately, man. Lyn needs this win so desperately. He'd get up to 24 points. That would tie him with Moon, having 5 games less. A lot of Lyn fans, of course, hoping for him to bring glory back to the Horde. Northern Isles it is. Home turf of the Horde it is. It was a huge opportunity for Lyn to claim 6 points. All of a sudden he's got to be careful to not lose another series. And earlier in this league, actually on day 1 of this league, he was in a similar situation versus Life, who then also won the game 3. Lyn also lost game 5 to Starbuck. So Lyn at the moment on 0 wins in clutch matches. And Kaho showing the world once again why he's the best Night Elf. He survived this war in the best of 5 versus Starbuck on game 5. He has also lost to Infi in game 5 and to Sok in game 5. So nobody is really proof when it comes to these do or die mobs. Every single game Kaho starts off with Claw. Mental. But this time Lyn starts with a Claw as well. We go more into a creeping game that an Orc cannot win. Due to the fact that we have Ancients of War and Immolation. Still makes it to 2. That's what you want as you start with crit. Great scouting by Kaho again very early on. That was the backbone of the early game on Tidehunters.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, it's still sub-only mode, right? Whoops. I totally forgot about that. Wait. We had a little bit of a delay earlier and people decided to spoil, so that was sub-only mode. Now it's off. Oops. Sorry, non-subs, but you deserve it. I don't think I have to ask for a prime sub now, right? Well, if you have a prime sub, I will enable sub-only mode again. Just for you to feel good. This is what... not really what Lyn did to Moon, because against Moon, Lyn was creeping this camp and then attacked this camp, but Kaho's creep route is different. And it's very effective. Playing greedy, he's playing risky. Not really shy of anything, is he? Staying in the middle of the map with this low Demon Hunter can easily lead to Force Town Portal. Lyn has vision everywhere.
A player's forces are under attack.
And this is just the scraps. He has no vision up north. And unlike in the game against Moon, he's not creeped back in here. But maybe he just excludes, okay, you're not here, you're not here, you're not here, you must be here. But he's just literally a second too late. Breed N got the prime sub. I will enable sub only for you, my friend. I will, I promised. Let me know when I should disable it again. Well done, mate. GG. Demon Hunter got the parry apt and Ring of Archmage. I always love these items on a Demon Hunter just for efficiency with Moonwells. These anti-archer timings we've seen a little bit more by Focus and I think also Fly. Still gets... Oh. One kill. Hellfu, thank you for the tier 1.
A player's forces are under attack.
I'm Hampton, thank you. Shadow Hunter needs a jump start. Blade Master got Windwalk to track. But this Demon Hunter is a long time no finish. He gets 2 claws again, dude. Holy moly. Kaho's items are insane this series. Lyn needs to steal. He got the slots. He needs the item. Windwalk. Oh, Kaho's playing more careful against that. Learned the lesson, but another nasty creep jack. Aiming for the keeper once again. Easy target. Here's the hex. Lyn. Big red numbers. That's what we need. Here we go. 82. And he gets the kill. Raiders here. Demon Hunter again running the show, but we have hex against it. Very aggressive, actually. Not going for a full surround to keep the damage numbers low. There is a TP. He knew that. And that was the right creep jack at the right time. Steinschlag, thank you for the prime. It kind of feels like this creep jack saved Lyn the game. Big XP, big item. And an Ankh. That is not too useful here. If you lose the hero, the game is probably gone anyway. So he sold it, more resources. Is the heal? Yeah, heal scroll invul would both be available. Also, he needs units, of course. The transition to walkers always costs a little bit. And he seems so sure that an expo is more than needed and that Ankh is kind of financing. Reed, are you okay when I disable sub mode? Just asking. Ladies here. Can you keep the demon from 4? To disable the level 2 mana burn. It's hard, man. He needs both last hits. Got him. And the creep jack again. Dude, Lyn's timings are back to the level of where they were before. It's so sick. This level 4 for him. Kaho got it. Ooh. Man, these games are so close. Excuses. Big healing. Kaho! The nuts! Big healing on both sides, actually. Nobody is allowed to make a mistake. Love that Kaho started to bring wisps, like a Lawlight and a colorful. Keep on doing. Heal scroll and invuln advantage. Kaho knows that this is just stalling. Sick timing again, man. Kaho really found his stride throughout the series. Game 1 and 2, not ideal for sure. And man, has Kaho stabilized. Does Lyn find another gear? Looks like it. Level 2 blade. Items are okay. It's not like overwhelming 300 crits, but it's a very, very good foundation.
A player's forces are under attack.
And maybe the claws, you know. Red spot for both. Level 4, level 2 for Kaho. And what we got? Oh, he got the claw. All of a sudden the damage numbers are mental. Crit 2 unlocked. Damage multiplier is 3. 74 times 3, you can do the math. Was cancelled before, second try. Another claw. I think this is the moment where you don't want to pimp the Blade Master to more claws, right? Kaho doesn't have the second orb yet. He has a lot of gold as he was banking for a long time. Let's go. How's the timing? Very good. I don't know if he can win the fight without the second orb though. Lyn now with more bases open has the opportunity to cancel here, expo here. This is what the peon is for. Powerful's back. Be greedy and upkeep. If any of them misses the moment to produce, that might be a game deciding moment like we had between Happy and Fly yesterday. Who draws first? Kaho does. Conscious decision, that's super hard to say, what the hell, to not go for a second orb. Interesting to me. Is this mental intelligence really worth more? Kaho, full focus on defense. I love it. The Demon Hunter has to stay in the fight. That's why you got the Talisman. That's why you got the Paria, the ring. That's why you got the health potion. And the claws on the Keeper. Got one Kodo. Up finishes. Double income. Kaho has to win this fight. Similar situation that we had on Tide Hunters, just a little bit better for Lyn. Items a lot better for Lyn. Level on the Demon Hunter also better for Lyn. Can he win this fight in the series, or will it be Kaho eventually with the reverse sweep? This is the moment, guys. Full throttle on the Demon Hunter, but Riju is going through fully. No invuln, the heal potion has been consumed already. Staff, we have both, so he can go for the Moonwells and ignite again into the fight with detonate whenever he needs them. 61 versus 63, so close. Kodos have mostly eaten. He has one more. A little bit of an oversight for Lyn. Play with the potion. Last second entangle. Can he save him? Invo potion surely can. Surely should. Level 4 for the Demon Hunter. Redo again on the Demon. Way too crazy. Raiders start to fall. These bears, they're eating through. Who stays in longer? Staff is ready for the Demon. Both are. Lyn is in trouble. Cow blowing ahead. He needs the kill. He gets the kill with the crit. The Saint Sword at the perfect moment. And Kaho was flying too close to the sun. He could have stabbed. And Snare was ready. God damn. He's going for the keeper. Kill here as well. Are you kidding me? Mana Potion just a little bit too late. Bears are falling left and right. Bears still devour. The supply will be even out. But how do you deal damage as an orc without a Blade Master? And now all of a sudden we got the Shadow Hunter on the menu. Cow with the recovery. Went to the shop. Got the Demon back. And now this is like nights out. He can't get the Blade Master back from the tavern. But then what? Lyn sold a bunch of items as well, right? It's clobbering time. Kaho finds the comeback. He got the crit exactly when he needed it. There's so many bears still. Is Lyn losing 2 series 2 to 3? It very, very, very much looks like it. Is he he doesn't even have a Kodo anymore. There's no way to deal with this. The crit timing was mental. He's trying to force it again, but Kaho is ready. He has an invuln up. This is looking hopeless. More raiders falling. This level 5 can't touch this Demon Hunter anymore. 1,000,000 crits in a row would be necessary. He gets 2. That was sweet. Critting up for 300, man. The inventory couldn't help him. It is maybe a bit closer. Is there still a chance? No, there's not. Kaho reverse sweeps Lyn. Holy moly, man. There was 2 full redos in that fight. Look at the value swing. It's ridiculous. Insane recovery by Kaho. This is what you need to be able to do when you want to be an S tier player. Reverse sweeping one of the goats of the game. Little bit of an imperfect fight maybe by Lyn. Not all the devours used, even though there was a chance to do so. But once we get to this stage, man, it's really, really hard to stop the Night Elves. Also, great focus on the Kodos, the detonates. Once Kaho brought the detonates, and that was like map... I don't know if map 3 or 4, but the fights looked a lot different. What a change of pace, man. From game 2.5 to 3. Lyn had Kaho in the ropes on Autumn Leaves when he was pushing into his base. There was pretty much everything was killed already. And that was a huge chance, but he fell and he couldn't close it out. 3 wins in a row for Kaho, man. Mad respect to Kaho. That was sick. That was sick. And that is 2 Lyn losses in a row. He will not attack the top 5 anymore. Rank 10 after 8 games. On a level of life below colorful. Rough, man. He still has to face Happy and 40. That is rough. That is very... Man, what a win for Kaho that was, though. Unreal. He's trading wins left and right after that devastating defeat against 120. He keeps his distance between himself and Infi in the fight for rank 6. Actually puts 120 a bit under pressure, who still has a lot more games to do. Kaho has 1 game left versus Fortitude. That will be rough, as 40 has beaten him the last 2 times at WSB. Rank 5 is realistic for Kaho, I'd say. Which is a good finish, for sure. Ooh, that was an important win. That was such an important win. Really well done. Lyn fell off in the end a little bit. Allowed high-level demon hunters that he didn't in the beginning. And level 5 demon hunter with Reju, man. That's mental. Great fight control. Well done, well done. So 1 game left here today. I'm looking at chat to see if someone said that Kaho played well. Oh yeah, 1 person did. Shout out to Oh No, I said oh no. Oh, Miles of Pain as well. Oh, Prism as well. That was something that we were worried about too. If Lyn has to play 2 games in a row, can he bring his A game on like map 10? And it felt there was a little bit of a falling off or a slower pace, which is always a little map dependent as well. But yeah, Kodo not eating is, I think, a mistake that you can prevent. That's one of the examples there. And Kaho, just well done, man. Starbuck said it as well. The Wisp detonates on the walkers, no dispel against the Rejuice, and then Reju is gonna kill you! Or the Demon Hunter with Reju is gonna kill you. Yeah, I agree, Komodos. I feel like everybody's getting a bit out of hand here, which was to be expected with the results, but... Oh, my game crashed! No! I agree. Akodo slower while digesting? Yes. Kaho played well, adjusted the game after 2 storms. Yeah, man. Especially game 1 was insane. Earlier shops. No harass in the base anymore. That hurt. Still makes my head scratch why the unit inside the Kodo is able to tell the allies to know where they are. So a Kodo belly skin is very, very, very thin. He's just yelling and like sees through it. Okay, last game for the day, everybody. It is Fortitude versus Life. We've seen a lot of Mountain King and the resurgence of a Archmage before. So 440, of course. He's currently rank 3. That is nice. Is that enough for him? I think anything but rank 1 is not enough for a Fortitude. So we need high wins to catch up to Labyrinth and also create some distance between Fortitude and 120. 40 still has a lot of games to do, 7 of them. For Life, it's a mediocre season after the hype he got, after defeating Happy 3 times and also starting into the league with 2 wins against Lin and Fly. The reality check came quickly against Happy and Kaho, and since then he's trading wins left and right, like lost to Colorful, Infi and Focus. Like if Life had higher aspirations for this Ascension phase, he needed to win like all 3 of them really. So he finds himself in the bottom half and still attack with 3 series left. Now against Fortitude, the biggest opponent of course. He also faces Labby and Starbuck. Not easy, especially after Starbuck beat Lin today. So, Life. So, show us what you got. Life has played, as we all know, over 150 show match maps against Sock. He knows exactly what to do in this matchup. He should. Can you apply your learnings that you got against Sock 1-1 to 40? Probably not. Both play very differently, to be honest. But Medusa the gamer, the one remaining gamer that plays thousands and thousands and thousands of games on end, what is he capable of today? On this patch, it's 3-2 in favor of Fortitude, and the last few encounters were very, very, very one-sided. 40, his weakest matchup is the Night Elf matchup. But against Life, he's always looked good, and also in the big matches at WSB against Kaho, it also looked good. Nowadays, we have like a 50-50 map slash player dependent
A player's forces are under attack.
hero pick between Mountain King and Archmage. And 40 is an absolute monster, of course. Life, is he taking inspiration from a Kaho with level 2 immolation? I think they played a show match against each other, right? That was the one-sided affair yesterday. I'm really not sure why they play a show match one day before the Super League. But okay, that was maybe Life holding back, or if not, then he played his A game. That can't be nice. Can't be a nice feeling. Mountain King cleans his expo with MK. Kinda need an expo. Question is,
A player's forces
mass
are under
air
attack.
or not? Is it? Life is not here. 40 keeps track of what the Demon Hunter is doing. Mountain King wants level 3, of course. The rise of Bash. Hurricane! Thank you for the 17 months.
A player's forces are under attack.
Life is going Huntress. This has been relatively strong and hard to counter. Life has been playing with a lot of Ancient Protectors. With Demon Hunter, Immolation, high level, Huntress transition into AP pushes on very odd spots. Fortitude has to be on the lookout for that. So far, there's no great momentum. Of course, the worst thing that could happen to you is Stormbolt surrounds on these expensive units. It's all about AoE, basically. Demon Hunter AoE, Huntress AoE, humans, especially Infi. go for a lot of footmen, and they're very tanky. 40 sniped a couple of wisps. Could have been the AP ones. That's right, Jabini. There is one more, though. Not too easy to place them on Northern Isles.
A player's forces are under attack.
What do you think? 6 sniped. He got all 3? I thought he got 1. Pooh, damn. Yeah, so we're creeping the demon. We go... Oh, I haven't seen that yet. Life goes back to Moonglaive upgrades. When I saw these pushes, I've seen them with unupgraded Huntress. This is very curious. Okay, we bring more wisps. Second chance. Lumber is okay, but he still needs a second hero. Naga most likely. Panda. Okay, more AoE. And here we go. Moonglaives are back on the menu, everybody, and we go straight for the main.
A player's forces are under
Lots of people grinded their teeth here in these positions where you basically have a little sanctuary here. 40 is upgrading towers at the expo when his main is the one under attack. 20 seconds. Can he break through? Where are the APs? Defensive position here, right next to the farm. Okay. Rifles won't be the saving unit here because of heavy armor. Militia coming in should get slaughtered though. Mountain King level 3 stops the panda. Where do you throw the breath of fire? Already a little bit hurt. Onto the militia immediately, down to 50%. The double fire combo is getting hot in here. Bash! Stormbolt! Panda! Deleted! What a miserable approach by Life then! 40 finds the solution. Checkmate, buddy. Where's the damage coming from now? It's just mass. It's just so much. 6 snipe. Little bit of luck. Instant surround. Ouch! Slaps him down so quickly. First the snipe on the wisps that were supposed to be used for some sneaky attacks. And then this horrible, horrible start to the fight for life. 1-0. Go next. Oy, 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 oy. That was gnarly. That was so gnarly. Maybe life is getting a bit too predictable. Brother. Oh. That was nice, man. Oh, life, do you have more strats up your sleeve than this? And that's what happens when you go for cheese strats and you play a show match one day before the Super League match. What can you say? That's kind of what it is. Map 2, good luck life. You need it. It is Last Refuge. Always high tempo. Okay, do we have adjustments? We have a Mountain King again. 40 has no reason to change anything. It was a clean, uncontested expansion, good number of footmen, very good leveling. Life was charging up basically the entire game for this one moment. 40 figured out that one moment and had a counter ready. Plus, you know, that one bash when he went for the surround was a little bit lucky. But rarely is a game decided on one bash one. This is usually a spot that you take when you play Warden and you want to be super greedy. I guess you can afford it when there's no water elemental. Is instant level 2, big invuln, nice. And 40 sees it. Okay, life is coming in with some good creep rounds. No denies. This has been very clean for Night Elves recently. And here we go. Demon Hunter, pretty much the perfect time, I'd say. How much damage can you do here? Level 2 on the Mountain King. Big damage from the Null. But 40 as so often. Oh, the Invul Potion used to do more damage here, but Mountain King still got most of it. I don't know if that was worth it, man. All mana gone. Invul Potion gone. Mountain King at 50%. Alright. But okay, he runs him down. He's still very, very healthy. Is that enough? This time, we don't have hunts just yet. He could go for an early Hunter's Fall, but he doesn't have the resources currently. Life goes mana burn this game, which I like a lot.
A player's forces are under attack.
Wait, what?
A town is under siege.
He's building a Moonwell to stay in the push. That's crazy. That's cool. And it seems like 40 doesn't know. That's like an early HP and Mana Potion. If you're not careful, this can of course keep you supply blocked later. But this is no expo. What the hell is going on, man? No! No! Not like this! He was bashed again! Oh no, dude. This is so unfortunate. Okay, you know when I said rarely is a game decided by one bash? This is a moment that could have decided the game with one bash. But you gotta play around the bash. When you're this low, and you know you got the recovery here. This ruined his entire early game. And that's 180 Moonwell now done as well. On a level 3 Mountain King. Oh, snap. Demon Hunter back. Life's all in. Naga, mass range. Let's be honest. I've been really rough and really hard to some Night Elves here, and they made some stupid mistakes across the past 2 years. It goes both ways, okay? Both can be true. But that was heartbreaking. That was simply heartbreaking. Mr. Backhead, you're also heartbreaking. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Get that freaking Stormbolt. It was both times. It was Stormbolt into Bash. Or Bash into Stormbolt, whatever it is. Opening up these plays. That ruins a lot of momentum. And the expo was so late. It was so good up until that point. Nuts. Nuts. Oh, I put 1-1. Sorry, that was automatism. Springtime is a wonderful map to be aggressive as well. 40 could make quite a statement here towards the labbies and happies and 1-2-0s of this world if he wins 3-0 versus live. Medusa the gamer, he's playing a lot of games, but rarely does he play these short games. 40 is just pouncing hard on him. Just super hard. Oh man, he tried with hunts, he tried with archers. On springtime, late game is oftentimes favoring a human if he can get there. Well, let's see about that. What's left in the tank life? We've seen some reverse sweeps today. It's not impossible. Kaho did it versus LYN'S. Starbuck somewhat did it, like a mini reverse sweep versus LYN'S. Of course, you're playing against the beast that is 40. And given that this is 40's weak matchup, ouch.
A player's forces are under attack.
What an evening for life. I hope the bars in Shanghai or wherever he lives are still open after this one.
A player's forces are under attack.
Simulation once again. Oh, hello. Is it me you're looking for? I'm here, right? I'm still here. Vote Social Democrat, they say. You know that the internet structure in Germany is because of a CDU politician who's ultimately corrupt? Hello, hello, hello.
A player's forces are under attack.
So there we go. Yeah, all these outages, thanks to our lovely reigning party CDU, I slowed everything down, so we're fine again. Yeah, thanks to our wonderful former Chancellor Helmut Kohl, we have still copper wires, and we got Eastern Germany back. All the big losses of our nation. You didn't miss anything. 40 got the camp on the left-hand side. We're stalling for the middle. And how do you contest against Stormbolt? We have mana burn once again. It's surely a bit of a slower game by life here. 40 contests this so well, man. And life doesn't want to risk anything anymore. That's like a ripple effect, right? Like playing it more careful. Because of the bash bolt. To be at the workers, right? You want to be at the 12 o'clock. Archer denied. And that's a TP. And Joseph, there's a big difference between not doing much and actively sabotaging. But yeah, change of pace.
Player's forces are under attack.
Oh, hello, hello, hello. Same F, same F, same F. We're back again. This, I heard is a Twitch thing, maybe? We're here. We're here, right? We're here. Tell me we're here. Tell me we're here. F5, 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 F5. We're back? Okay. Okay. So, change of pace by life. The... rushes didn't work. Now we go back to what worked before. Expo, Naga, level. But 40 can punish this, and he's trying to punish this. Demon Hunter not level 3. Naga might be nuked as well. The footman usage is great. Can you escape to the right-hand side? You need to. He's hunting for a bash. Don't tell me this is a bash again. Mountain King doesn't even have boots. Any savers? Zeppelin? Anything? Oh, he wakes up the creeps for the deny. It's still a kill, but at least no extra experience. Life's Bursey gets trapped by the troll, and that's a huge kill. This is an ungodly unlucky game for Life, which he's trying to save right now, and it seems to be working. For now at least. But 40 is teching 6 minutes in. Bash. Saves the day.
Player's forces are under attack.
This shouldn't be enough damage for a tree kill. Expo up, tech running. This is a very, very, very comfortable situation for 40. You gotta weather the storm usually as the human. It wasn't even a breeze just yet. It was life in survival mode.
A town is under siege. A player's forces are under
We get a muddy early on by 40. That's actually a great way of dealing with the Demon Hunter early, right? Usually you're looking for Sorks to finally control stuff, but Muddy has 6 slows. And there's no Dispel. Oh, he doesn't have the upgrade yet. He didn't research it. Stormbolt to the face, off to archers we go. And this is gonna be a murder. Great control. My god, 40 is amazing. Defend up. Control with the mud. The mud golem is so cool, dude. I haven't seen that before, but it makes so much sense. Flash. Of course, there's like recency bias, right? But these bashes today are nuts. Here we go. There's no TP. There's no staff. There's a bash. If he gets another bash, he's again dead. The reju's coming in. Okay, saving the day. But this just loss after loss after loss. 40 has 1,400 gold. He's running the show. He gets the Naga surround for a second. Okay, he has to let go of it. But it was like a little bit of flex in there. In the end, lots of footmen fall. But you want to rotate out of them anyway. All the progresses stop. But let's... was about to say, let's take a look at the Mountain King who doesn't have a staff or a TP. Life is alive. Tier 3 is done. We got bears. No orb just yet, but at least we got bears and Reju. And if a Demon Hunter wants to be game deciding, he needs the synergy with Reju. And an orb, ideally. Invis Mountain King was a couple of meters away from Gloves of Haste. That would have been kind of funny. Life's got a chance. He's alive. But as I said, like on this map, with an Archmage second and late game Blizzard, Night Elves struggle a lot with positioning. Because we got so many chokes, we're gonna get breakers. You lure the opponent into the chokes, and then you fire away with the Blizzard for 10,000 damage. And I've yet to see this punished countered well.
A player's forces are under attack.
Heal scroll, big mana, first orb. The other breakers. Okay, can 40 do it already? Supply is even. That usually favors the Night Elf. And also we don't have Blizzard. This is a nice opportunity for life there, I feel. Naga also, lots of Fork Lightnings. Love how he keeps tapping on the Mountain King, so he's controlled and can't hit that much. Can the Bears carry the fight? We have a staff, usually reserved for the Demon Hunter. Micros the Bears back, and the Naga is just firing away at the Mountain King. Love to see it from life. That's what the 150 practice games with Sock told him to. We can spam Fork Lightning a little more after that potion. Archmage far forward, still no Blizzard. Can you save the Demon Hunter? Invo Potion, Mountain King dead, and Life's alive. Na 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 na. Bears marching forward, Demon marching forward, double kill for life at level 5. Boom goes the dynamite. That was sick timing, man. Similar to Kaho versus LYN'S earlier, if you hit your timings well, and that was a timing hit incredibly well, you got a good chance. Complete annihilation. And to be honest, 40 shouldn't really have a business fighting without Blizzard. I don't think you stand a chance. The transition wasn't ready yet. Mana Potion, of course, a nice enabler. But mwah, that Naga play versus Mountain King. Jesus. So sweet. So sweet. Dwarf couldn't do much. I feel like there was a chance for 40 to do a lot more damage in the bottom part. I don't feel like losing all the footmen is necessarily a very bad thing. They do hold value, of course. But it's alright if you trade a little better. But it was 2 surround/surround attempts that cost him a lot for barely anything. Got a little bit greedy. And kinda rightfully so, right? I mean, game 1 and game 2 was so clean. He was lucky at the perfect moments. Why not? Why not push the issue a little? Great recovery by life. Gets the point. That's important. Every map matters. 40 still has chances though as he moves on to Tide Hunters. And Tide Hunters is human air territory. So will we get that expo and will we get the Dragon Hawks that are so hard to control? We've seen a lot of Warden, just to put it out there. We've seen a lot of Warden. Live played Warden versus Infi on this map. Went up to level 8, wasn't enough. Infi, bigger army, better army, triple hero. Dealt with it rather smoothly, as the Alchemist seems to be the hard counter to Fan. And it's Demon Hunter. I universally think that's better. I think it's just better.
Forces are under attack.
I am a fan of Warden plays. But Demon Hunter is just better.
Players' forces are under attack.
Ooh, life with the Hunts again. They failed spectacularly on Northern Isles. Demon, Immolation. But this creep camp is relatively easy. It's not that there's a bloodlusted ogre hacking away of you.
A player's forces are under attack.
And he doesn't want to go in without the mana burn. This gives 40 some time. The camp will be cleared, but then we must pounce on 2 workers. Wait, scout. When he falls back. I don't think 40 can do much about this. Except hammer to heads. Oh no, item on the ground. It's the gauntlets. Block. Bolt. Ready in 2, 1. Town portal last second. That's a very early town portal gone again. Ideally, of course, you never want to use it. You want to sell it. And if you use it, make sure you kind of get something out of it.
A player's forces are
I don't feel that was the case here. Demon Hunter not level 3, not even close to level 3. And there's still mana. There's no way out really, is there? The hunts are coming in, all archers slaughtered. It's only one hunt. Are we preparing something? I feel there's some blue dots on the map close to 40's main, but one is very near in proximity to a farm that should be scouted. Yeah, that is scouted for sure. What about this one? It's the Northern Isle strat again, right? Holy, that's crazy defensive. Life has played some absurd AP positions. This takes a long time. And the farm will see them early-ish. But unlike Northern Isles, 40 didn't find them. The guts on this guy. The series on the line. In the ropes. And he's going for APs. He finds level 3 though. He got counter block. It seems like it's panda time again, huh? Or was the Naga so good that we rely on the Naga? Mountain King's not level 3. Demon Hunter out-leveled him quite a bit. Was this too aggressive?
A player's forces are under attack.
AP's up. Nature's Blessing will take some time, but 20 seconds. Got the resources. Panda or Naga or Alchemist? Panda it is. Okay. Could also see a Tinker maybe. Eight footmen. Tier 2 halfway. That was early. Okay, so we're not going the way of the farm. We go through the middle. Ooh, the ants are marching. 40 under pressure. Can you deal with that or not? AP up and he snipes them. Solid position, I guess. Demon Hunter's not burning. To preserve the mana, to preserve the healing. No consumables, nothing. Breath of Fire, nice. Marching forward, he's buying a lot of time. Everything is clumped up. Demon Hunter, you gotta fight out, mate! If you wanna get out of there, the damage is crazy! Oh my, if there's no bash, he can probably walk out. Stormbolt, kill on the demon. Can he buy him back somehow? Panda has to do the heavy lifting alongside the APs. This was a lot of damage, but it wasn't many kills. He got the Regent Scroll. Is the Panda willing to dive? Otherwise, they will all be green again. He has the breath. Oh, what a game. They will all be healthy. Demon Hunter from the altar. And we gotta pivot a little bit. Tower down. Breath. Okay. So far, all 4 APs are up. And the militia are getting slaughtered. Blood Mage coming. Defend up.
Town is under siege.
And regen. How's the second base looking? Shop, workshop. Feels like the main is broken. 3 footies remaining only. Stormbolt. But it's not enough if there's no 2 bashes. And there we go. Blood Mage only at 50%. Oh, and the kitchen sink! The kitchen sink kills the altar! No Blood Mage! This base is broken in half! Oh my god, life! This dude is just built different, man. He's just built different. 40 doesn't have a Sanctum. If he doesn't build a Sanctum now, he's not getting a Sanctum. Oh, we jump on top of it though, and this panda might be dead. And he is! But at what cost is the question? Life playing StarCraft. And the Naga second. This is still not over. The Huntress all falling. Fortitude with a sick recovery. This is not even his entire economy. Demon Hunter back. Got some mana burn. Got the heal scrolls. Comes a little too late. Maybe dodges the ball. This was a little bit of a Hail Mary, and Immolation is on again. The mass slaughter continues. Mountain King cannot be controlled, of course, as there is no Naga. Big boulders flying. Mana up for burn. Mountain King is a bit, you know, brave, I gotta say. Deny. 24 food versus 26. It could have saved Fortitude's game, but it wasn't enough against 4 APs, and the arrival of the Demon Hunter saves the day again. Pandemonium on Tidehunters. This was so close. Panda back in 20. Life's army is barely existing. He's trying to shift now. Mountain King Naga 2 mortars versus Demon Hunter Panda 2 hunts. Ridiculous. Did he build a Sanctum? No, he did not. 40's on tier 1 and can only build mortar teams. There's no chance for a surround. Panda's coming back. No tier 3, but the base is gone. Holy moly! Life will get Dryads. Mountain King, of course, not that fantastic versus Dryads. We get a Tome of Retraining into the mana burn because there is no mass and there is no footman anymore. APs get all cleaned up, but it's 3 mortars. 40 can rebuild the racks.
A town is under siege.
Life will get Dryads now. He has to dance with them a little bit, but his mechanics are good enough
A player's forces are
to do so. Levels. Levels, 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 levels. Mountain King is ahead, but bruised. Naga doesn't do that much versus Dryads. Get a gyro, and we get a zeppelin. Are we putting the mortars in the woods? And siege the elf base from here. He saw the zeppelin though. Ancient of Wind.
a player's forces are
Maybe the game-saving building. He's going full mortars. Oh, don't lose to this, man. Okay, so what are we doing here? We got mortars in the Zeppelin. We shoot a hole into the forest, move forward, and attack from here with the vision of a... Oh my god, oh my... How do you deal with that? He needs his own Zeppelin, right? Rune Bracer is amazing. He got the zap. The counter Zeppelin. We got mortars in the woods, but they're scouted. And now the hippo comes in. Oh my god. Is it still? This cannot be enough. It's hard countered. Rip gyro.
A player's forces are under
What he's
attack.
expanding on his main base. And he caught him. This is 40's entire army. This is his entire army. Life's Read was amazing. Mountain King hurt, but so like the impact is nice, but he's so hurt. What can you do? You can't do anything. Life, you absolute madman. Huntress 4 AP, so far away. And the counter to the mortars in the woods. Incredible RTS. Incredible RTS. Amazing game. Amazing Warcraft. Nice to see that 40 tried, like with this mental TP. That was the only thing he got left. He had no casters. And then he had a couple of morts, and that's the only thing he can do with the morts. Man! 40 is not catching up that much then, even if he wins. To Labby and Happy. Can he even win? Game freaking 5 is Twisted freaking Meadows. Holy shit, what a series. From incredible bad luck to mad comebacks to 4 AP all-ins. Medusa the Gamer against the Big Bout Machine. Who takes the series? And Life, man. He has so many like blunder series. And then he's up against the best of the best, and he puts out like games and series like this. Can you believe it? Got a bit of a join bug here. No, we're good. Cinema, 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 cinema. There we go. Match points both. What is the play? Twisted man. Respect to Life, man. He didn't win many maps in their last encounters. Today he got 2 times the amount of yesterday. Does he have another trick up his sleeve? What's it? 40 upper left hand side. And Life bottom right. That means early access to mercenaries and big consumables early. MK or Archmage. MK it is. Warden. Is that a liability now? Of course, the Warden oftentimes dominates when she can creep a lot. But I haven't seen many successful Warden recently. I just haven't. But then do you want to play a Demon Hunter? Demon Hunter Panda would have been possible here as well, right? Show me life. Show me that it's possible. I counted you out. I thought it's a 3-0. This depends so much on the drops. If you get a big mana now. Don't. Okay. Item on the ground, and it is the big mana for life. And you know what? That's deserved for the bashes that we got in map 1 and 2. That life is lucky now. It's just karma. Yin and yang, it has to even out. 40 with the big potion against some shadow strikes, right?
Player's forces are under attack.
The luckiest drop. But without the Demon Hunter, can you deal with an MK? Life hasn't decided for spells yet. For 40, it's more or less clear. That the Warden has Blink is of course lovely. And it's Hunts again. Mass Hunts this time. Mass Hunts, all in.
A player's forces are under attack.
Far away though. It's all it. Good for life that 40 didn't creep yet. Time for level 2.5. Another item, more damage. Only mercs thus far. One Ancient War here, the second one. Oh, it's for creeping. Then it's not necessarily an all-in.
A player's forces are under attack.
It could just be mass fast creeping. The expressway to level 5. Both have a good amount of mercenaries. Slow techs. Early lumber mill. Good call, Sharky. Wisp, staff, life in the base. We have an arcane up, but that's 2-3 targets for the win. Spin to win with the fan and instantly going into Shadow Melt. Oh, 40, you're in trouble. Oh, 2 more. So well done. This will most likely be the town portal eventually to get out of there. But nasty when you're preparing an all-in, reducing the income during a power build. That did stop the power build for a bit. Just a couple of seconds, not the end of the world. But life is danger hot here. And an AP in the base, so you gotta deal with it. But the Mountain King is walled off. It's a full closed base. He cannot get in. Life is a genius. And now guess what? Hello? No fortification for 40.
A player's forces are under attack.
Dude.
A town is under siege.
15 seconds. Footmen are coming in now. And they deal with that even. But if the footmen are here, what's here? Okay, the mercs. The mercs saved the day. Okay, this AP probably should have been cancelled. But it's a footman kill. It's more time. It's distraction. The Ward spent full 90 seconds in this base. Mental. A 90-second harass. Despite an expansion, Life had more income. Okay, that was a phenomenal play. 3.5 and we still have the potion. But Life is also tier 1. Life is on 1 base. And there's a lot of piercing damage. We got the AP push again. Do or die. This is the all-in. This is the moment. What does 40 have? 4 footmen, 3 mercs. He sees the Huntress movement. Good scout by 40. Another merc. Here we go. Right in his face. Can Life get the APs up?
A player's forces are under attack.
A lot of bruised units. We got a heal scroll. We got a ring of regeneration, but full throttle onto the guard tower. He built the lumber mill because of it. Trades the Huntress for the tower, but the anchor is gone. Spin is good damage. Mauler is coming in for 40 as well. It is mass mercs against the Huns. 3 berserkers, but of course, nice damage here. Militia coming in from the left-hand side. High tempo, high stakes. This game will end on level 1. The heal scroll by 40. Oh my god, the prep. Level 4. This looks like Northern Isles all over again with the Warden, of course. Detonates in for the Mountain King to burn him a little bit. We play whack-a-mole. 2 of the 4 towers gone. 4 APs. Life almost out of money. He did commit the potion. Stormbolt. Careful, buddy. Bash! Are you kidding me? He gets the Warden and saves the MK. Are you effing kidding me? And the units are here. And the heal scroll is there. And the HP bar will go from the left to the right. And Life's push is dead. Was he a bit too slow with the TP or the blink? Was there a split second? That's all that's left. Thank you, Kiro.
A player's forces are under attack.
Mountain King back with another heal scroll. And we can't stress enough how important this heal scroll was. How many units would have died if not for that heal scroll? GG. Insane. Insane hold by 40. Similar to yesterday versus Starbuck. These game 5s, man. He's just built for game 5s. The heal scroll, that he had the time to send the Mountain King on a journey to go shopping. And unlike my dad, he came back and... That's not true. My dad is great. And saved the workers. The militia. Brother. Mavzerick, thank you for the prime. What a day. What a day. 40 defeats Life on Twisted. Manic effort by Life here for sure, but G freaking G. G freaking G. That was an amazing series. Holy shit. We take a look at the rankings, everybody, where 40 is still rank 3. This was, of course, an important match for him as 1-0 Kaho Infi are gunning for his top 3 spot. It's gonna be rough for him to catch up to Labby. He still needs 23 points in 4 matches. That is almost a perfect outcome, which will not be easy at all. Man, poor life, dude. He'd almost deserved better. Is now same state as Lyn, with of course a lot more games. That was 2 hard earned points. He still plays Labby, still plays Starbuck. The losing streak of life continues, unfortunately. But yeah, 40A. The one against Starbuck and the one against life was just mental clutches. But it is wins, but it's no dominance by 40. Rarely did he get a 3-0. He got it versus Sock and versus Fly. But yeah, that is different for Labby and Happy, who oftentimes won the series 3-0, 3-1. This is why these guys are on top. Razor sharp between 40 and 120 in the fight for game 3. And they will still clash. Infi also luring. Lyn with a disastrous day. 2-3, 2-3. Against Starbuck and Kaho respectively. That wasn't too motivating today. Even though there were great moments. He needs a killing spree. Lyn needs a killing spree. So that means we need the games for tomorrow, eh? Labby versus Moon. That's Moon's last game, and that's also Labby's second last game. 40 versus 120. Oh my god! And Colorful versus Lyn. 40 versus 120. That's basically the match for third. One of 40's strongest matchups versus one of 120's weaker matchups. But yeah, rank 3 versus rank 4, like that's just mental. They have been so even in performances here this tournament. Both got some homework to do. Lyn versus Colorful is also matched for rank 8. If Lyn smashes it tomorrow, he might surpass Colorful and gets closer to Sock, so finally ascending into the upper half of that list. And what was the other one? Labby versus Moon. Yeah, Labby's win streak on the line, man. Labby has 2 more games, Moon and Life. Full focus on the Night Elf matchup. Who is the first to defeat Labby? After 120, of course, on play day 1. He has an 11-game win streak, and it's once again up to task tomorrow. And for Moon, he can still, in his last game, get 6 points. That's important for the bottom, right? Like, the contest is up between Moon, Focus, Starbuck for rank 12, 13, 14. Starbuck, of course, chances still to improve further, as Lawlight and Life are still somewhat reachable with good results. As nobody has easy games anymore. Well, except Focus. Who's up against Fly. Ian. Quite scheduled tomorrow, I gotta say. Alright. We got 1 hour that we can do whatever we want. Makrura Cup tonight in 1 hour. It is Lajuk, a 2350 MMR gamer, going up against Hitman. And let's see if Lajuk has a chance. Does anyone know what happened between Starbuck and Lajuk, by the way? I heard that unfortunately LDK got banned on Twitch. So can anyone still win the whole tournament? Yes, that's how it works. That's pretty much exactly how it works. I got a mosquito bite here on my forehead, by the way. It's so annoying, man. Why F? I'm sending data. Hello? Hello? Is anybody here? Is anybody here? You're back? Alright, alright, alright. Little bit of a hiccup then, I guess. God damn it, man. These hiccups, they shouldn't lead to a disconnect. They shouldn't lead to an F. I think it's an issue on Twitch's side. I heard that from another German streamer today, that that's the case. So many streams today? Hell yeah. So, how many people are still here? Because I got a little question. 400. Bit unfortunate. I mean, after the disconnect, clearly. Oh, 1,000. All right. I want to poll because there was a big discussion on. I want to poll because there was a big discussion on Reddit recently